Well, good morning, guys. Welcome to another episode here at Burns Valley. Hope you guys have had a great weekend. Unfortunately, it is Monday, back to the work week for some people, or some people like me. It's just another weekend day. Yesterday was my first day off. Today is my second day off. I don't go back to work till Thursday. It's a great day. Some storms are coming, guys. We have a marginal risk for storms as of right now. SPC updated at 7:30 a.m. this morning, and they did not expand it to Minnesota. But I would not doubt it at 11:30 when they update it again for day one outlook for them maybe to move at slight risk into Minnesota. So we'll be using HRRR for this model, guys. And I also want to throw out there, I have my apologies if you hear the background clutter. The children are mighty happy this morning because it's gonna storm. No, I'm just kidding. They're not happy because of that. It's the morning time. They love it. So with that being said, this is 11 a.m. and it's already 81 degrees forecasted for this morning. It is a hot one. You already feel the humidity kind of. That will also play a major factor in today. Humidity, guys. There's not enough of it. As you might look at me like this guy's crazy. It's already 87 degrees. We don't need the humidity. You might be right. But for tornadoes, if it's 90 degrees, I need at least a 70-degree dew point for storms. So, like I said, cold front coming in, guys. It's supposed to be 90, almost 91, I think, forecasted in some spots. But as you can see, these storms start to convect right along that cold front. As you can see here, this cold front extends right here. And then these storms convect along the cold front. So temperatures drop drastically down to 66 degrees. I think what is that, like the Alexandria area? Might be off a little bit. Rue says hi, by the way. She's also very excited today. So, 4 p.m., right? 90 degrees, and then as those storms pass by, it'll drop to 66 degrees by 9 p.m., guys. Drastic cold front. It's going to feel amazing, especially after today's heat. So, we will jump back to 4 p.m. We will jump to dew points. And as you can see, 56 degrees in Mankato. Definitely not enough moisture for tornadoes. But as you can see, this pool of deep moisture pooling up as those storms convect. So you just have moisture-driven storms. How do I put that? Dew point-driven storms? Something like that. So, but as you can see down here, it's 65 almost dew point down in Brookings. So let's put Rue off to the side. She'll be okay. But as you can see here along the Minnesota River Valley, maybe some higher dew points. But this is 4 p.m., guys. And then as those storms advance, you can see those dew points spread out a lot more. We'll just jump to reflectivity here. As you can see, those storms are just about Wilmer, just north of Litchfield at 5 p.m. There might be a little trying to do a little prefrontal storm mode here, but again, there's not enough moisture in the atmosphere to keep these storms alive. Not enough instability. So, but definitely, we'll take a sounding here just to give you guys kind of a general overview. So, probable hazard type is marginally severe. So there's enough rotation in the atmosphere. There's enough winds to carry the moisture up. That's why we'll have a slight chance of hail today. Not very large, but definitely a chance of hail. Some wind. If we had, like I said, I was saying 70 dew points. So you want the temperature and the dew point spread to be within about 10 degrees for tornadoes. So definitely do not have that. That is a 30-degree temperature spread. So Rue wants more forecasting. So, but definitely some good storms, guys. Definitely some supercell structure. If you can get out and about at 5 p.m. after work, whatever you're doing this evening, and if you can look north and there's no cloud cover, these will be beautiful storms to watch. So about 6 p.m. it'll hit Meeker, Cosmos area, Redwood Falls, Granite Falls. I forget what else is over here. What is that like? I forget that town that's over there. We go fishing there, over there all the time. Forget it. But at 7 p.m. they advance. Obviously, they continue to build. These storms, again, will be absolutely beautiful. Definitely packing a punch. A lot of rain, guys. We'll jump to 9 p.m. and as you can see, finally hitting Mankato. Good long stretch of storms coming through. That cold front's definitely convecting. We'll jump right into total rainfall. So we'll jump right into tomorrow morning. So this is 2 a.m. and as you can see, about almost an inch already in Mankato. So, but then as we the storms advance off, the cold front continues to move through. We're sitting about almost an inch and a quarter in Mankato, and then those storms kind of weaken in the overnight hours, and obviously not as much rain as you get towards Rochester. But I forget what would be over here. Let's see here. Yeah, I am not fucking putting two things together this morning, guys. I'm on 3 hours of sleep, but almost 5 inches of rain supposedly forecasted for western Minnesota. I forget what it would be over. It wouldn't be Redwood Falls. Worthington's a little more south. Worthington, Wyndham? Hey, Wyndham area. Somewhere over there. Almost 5 inches of rain, man. So, hey, obviously this can go north, west, east, south, can move. So somewhere is going to get a lot of rain today. So that pretty much concludes today. It's going to be hot. It's going to be stormy. You can already feel it this morning. So we'll just go through the simulated forecast real quick. This is 3 p.m., guys, and then those storms continue to build as we get closer to the sunset hours, 6 p.m., and then again, that storm really starts to fire. And as you can see, exactly where that 4 inches of rain would be, right in this heavy localized area spot right here. So 8 p.m. and then sun sets, and those storms continue to boom, and then they kind of just hang out, fizzle out, and then some morning rain tomorrow. It's kind of looking like a pretty wet evening and wet day tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow the rain should roll out by 6 o'clock, but other than that, well, we should look at the total. Look out the next 2 days for rain. What are we gonna get? 2 inches. Look at that. Supposedly 2 inches of rain the next 48 hours, guys. So be prepared for that. Almost up to 5 inches over in that Wyndham area. So be prepared. Definitely have a plan for flooded basements. You know, just in case. I'm definitely preparing for that. Let's see if they have how can I put this here? I just want to see if they have a risk of excessive rainfall. Yes, marginal risk. So, and then a little more slight risk for excessive rainfall in the Three Corners area, the Nebraska, South Dakota, Iowa, Minnesota, Four Corners, however you want to call it. So that pretty much concludes this episode, guys. Going to be a hot one today, and then storms convect tonight with that cold front coming in, and pretty much a cold, rainy, shitty day tomorrow. So I hope you have a phenomenal week. We will probably do another episode later on, as June looks to be an absolute monsoon of storms, guys. You know, Dr. Reed Timmer said it was supposed to be looking like the most active June he's seen in his past 30 years. So, that being said, hope you guys have a great week, and we'll see you here next time at Verns Valley.